Hi guys, welcome back to Jazz Kitchen. Today I'm going to be cooking my own version of chili chicken. So what I've prepared, I bought a whole chicken and I just cut it into small pieces. Even if there is bones, I still use them. So just make sure you just cut into small pieces. That is our protein. Now you can use any type of meat you like. You can use chicken or pork or turkey, that's fine, but today I'm using chicken. I'm going to put this on the side. Okay, now the main ingredients, I have chopped up some onions. Now the onion I use is a medium-sized onion. I use 4 of them. I've just chopped it up. Later on I'm going to blend it, but I use 4 medium size of onions, and I use about 3 cloves of garlic. I use ginger as well, probably this big ginger, and I use lots of chili, fresh chili. You can, if you like hot, you can put as much as you like. I also use fresh turmeric. Now turmeric, you can buy it in the Chinese supermarket, but sometimes in the local grocery shop they do sell it. This is fresh turmeric. And I use lemongrass, chopped it up in small pieces. Lemongrass you can buy it in Coles or Woolworth. And I also yes, so this is all my ingredients that I'm going to blend. So there is onions, garlics, ginger, lemongrass, fresh turmeric, and chilies. All this I'm going to blend, so I'm just going to put it aside. Now the other ingredients, the herbs that I'm going to be using today is lime leaf. With lime leaf, make sure when you cut into thin slice, chop it really finely. You also get rid of the stalk. So I'll just show you. Just cut here and cut the other side. Don't use the stalk. The reason why is the stalk, it really tastes bitter, and I don't like bitter taste. So I chop it really finely and I put it on the side. And I also use the lime leaf, the big ones. I'll add into the frying ingredient later on. And I also use Vietnamese mint leaf. You can buy this in the Chinese grocery. In Indonesia we call it daun kusong, but in English I think it's called Vietnamese mint leaf. It looks like this, and you can buy it in the Chinese grocery shop. Okay, let's get started. So what we need to do now is we need to blend this, the ingredient. I'm going to do it in 2 rounds because I don't think it'll fit all. Let's just see what happened. I'll just use a bit of the onions, the chilies, the turmeric, the lemongrass, the ginger, and some garlic. So I'll just do it in 2 lots and put the chili in there. Okay, I'll just come over here. Now this is all too dry, so I'm going to add a little bit of water so it doesn't get stuck together. So just a little bit of water, you don't use too much. Just close it. Make sure it's closed properly and tight. Now I'm using the blender. You can use any type of blender you like, and you just blend it for a while. Okay. Alright, so when you blend it, you can hear it's all smooth. So you just turn it off, take it out, and what I do, I normally just shake it to make sure all the ingredients fallen down on the bottom. Okay, and then you open it. Now, because of turmeric is very yellow, make sure you have like a spare plate on this. If you go on your surface like here, it will go all yellow if you don't wipe it off quickly. Oof, I can smell the ingredient. Okay, so what you need to do now is just turn on the pan. I'm going to use olive oil today because our family love olive oil. The only time I use sunflower oil if I do anything deep fry. So with this you need a little bit, a lot of oil, sorry. With oil maybe about 4 to 5 tablespoons of oil. Just make sure the oil a bit hot, and then we'll put the blended ingredient. You always try to put your hand not into the oil, but just to see whether it's hot enough. Or you can sometimes just add a little bit of the ingredient to see whether it's hot enough. Okay, so what I need to do now, so I'm going to add all the blended ingredient in here. Oh, I can smell all the lemongrass, the ginger, the garlic, and the onion. Smells so good. Okay, just use your fingers and make sure you take out everything from the blend. Make sure your fingers are clean, of course. Okay. What I'll do, I'll put a little bit of water just in case later on I need it for any stock. That, and I'll just put it here. I just stir it. Okay, now I put that aside and I start frying the chili paste. Oof, cameraman, can you smell the lemongrass and the garlic? Smells so good. Oh. When you're cooking Indonesian food, you need to use a lot of oil, unfortunately. If you don't want a lot of oil, it's fine, but it won't taste as Indonesian. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add more oil to this. Just going to add another 2 tablespoons of oil. While it's cooking, you just add some of salt. Okay. Add some cracked pepper. And also sugar. So sugar maybe about 1.5 teaspoons. While it's frying as well, I add just a big piece of lime leaves. Okay, now I just fry them. Oof. Now I add the lime leaf. The lime leaf smells really lemony. Love lime leaves. You just need to fry it until you can smell that it's really ready, and you can see the oil coming out from the chili. You know that you can add the chicken then. But at the moment, we're still frying it, and I could see that it needs more oil. So you need to put more oil. Probably another 2 tablespoons. Okay, what I do now, I'm just gonna taste a little bit to see. Very spicy. Sorry, but this is how I love them, spicy. Now I can see that it needed a little bit more oil, so I'm just gonna add more oil. So it's like 2 tablespoons more of oil. With Indonesian dishes, we use plenty of oil. Okay, I can see now the color of the chili paste has gone darker. So for me, it's ready to add the chicken on it. So what I'll do now, I just add the chicken, whole chicken. Just mix it all up. Oh, sorry. Just need to add a little bit of water, the water that's from the ingredient just now. Just gonna add just a little bit. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna cover the chicken, leave it about 5-6 minutes to cook. We're just gonna cover the chicken for maybe 7 to 8 minutes or 5 minutes, depending. I often, every 2-3 minutes, I open the lid and just stir it, just make sure the chicken is cooked properly. So, and you just reduce the heat to medium to small. All right, we'll be back in about 2-3 minutes. Okay, I think it's already been 3 minutes, so I'm gonna open it and just take a look. Oh my goodness, all the herbs smell is just, it's making me really hungry. Okay, so it looks like it's the chicken is gonna cook. It's not cooked yet, it's getting there. So I'm gonna close the lid again. Probably we'll come back to it in about another 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, so let's put the lid back and I will check it again in about 2 or 3 minutes. Now it's been simmering for about another 3 minutes, 3-4 minutes. So in total it's about 7 to 10 minutes. You let it simmer, but you will always try to open the lid to stir it, just in case it might get burned, to avoid getting burned. So it looks like the chicken it's cooked. Yeah. Oh, the smell of all the ingredients is really making me hungry. All right, so what you need to do now is just to taste it to make sure that the ingredient, it's enough salt, enough pepper, enough sugar. So delicious. I just need a little bit more salt and also a little bit more sugar. So maybe half a teaspoon of the sugar. And now you just have to stir it again. Oh, it's the smell. It's just, I'm really hungry now, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is to add all the sliced thinly the herbs, the lime kaffir leaf, and also the Vietnamese mint leaf. Just mix it all together. I'll put the lime first, and then I add the Vietnamese mint. It smells so good. Look at the color of the chili chicken. It's all fresh herbs ingredient. I don't like to use turmeric powder. It's best to use fresh turmeric. Let it simmer for another couple of minutes before I turn off the heat. And it's ready to be tasted. Right. So I let it simmer for 2 or 3 more minutes longer, and I can see the oil now is starting to come up. Okay, but that's how Indonesian eats. They eat a lot of oil, but you notice mine is not really that oily. If you go to a lot of restaurants, there's a lot of oil. So now I'm gonna do the tasting to have a look how it tastes like. The spiciness is just enough for me, and the lemon, you can feel the taste, the lemon, the lemongrass, the lime leaf, and also the Vietnamese mint leaf. It's very good. So this is the dinner tonight that my family is gonna have. I'm gonna make some steamed vegetable to go with it, and that's all. Well, thanks so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you like the video, and also press like if you like to watch more of cooking videos from me. Thank you. Bye.